What's good, y'all? Salute to everybody that's tuning in today. Kadeem. Is your name Deborah or Deborah? I gotta figure out, hey, babe.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing over there, sexy?
I am fine. And you, Crystal, Marnisha, Sherry. Hey, Sherry. I got some stories about somebody named Sherry.
Oh, she said she from the Poconos. I used to love the Poconos back in the day.
Me too.
Used to love. I'm sorry I had to pop in. I ran in here because I had to run in here. My face was extra dry. It felt like my face was so ashy and dry. I felt like my the back of my head was pulling my face tight.
Oh no. Hey, Reese. It's Nene G. Hey, kicking it with Tay, James Williams, Q. Salute to all y'all. What's that? Cartrail Pittman. Hi, how are you?
What's up, Cartrail?
Erica. Tasha. You just Tasha today, Tasha. Oh, San Diego. 1L San Diego. Hey, y'all. I'm trying to read.
I know you over there squinching and stuff like that. I need you. Do I need to do the roll call? Because you
should. You know I can't see.
It'll be hard to use. Let me give a fast shout out. But what's up, Kadeem? What's up, Kadeem the King? Deborah, Crystal, Marnisha, Sherry, Cartrail, Reese, Neg, Q, kicking it with Tay, James Williams. What's up, Erica? What's going down? Tasha Cheney in here. You know what I'm saying? We getting it in. Shout out Detroit. I see Detroit in the building. You said Dago in here. Shout out to Dago. Dago up in the building. Salute to everybody that's out here. You know what I'm saying? We got a real special episode today. Today we are breaking down how you got indicted. That's why the cycle?
just because I did not want the heifer with me.
You still get angry. That still angers you a lot. I see, like the whole, you got snitched on, you got indicted, and all that stuff. Even though you say you had a good time in jail, let the good times roll. We was in jail, kicking it and chopping it up. It was the best experience in my life, and all that shit. But it seemed like
Ain't nobody saying nothing about no damn best experience in my life. I ain't said that. I said I did what I had to do while I was up in there. I had a ball. But damn it, I would have had a bigger ball if I was still out here balling.
Every time you start talking about jail and shit, it sounds like a Rihanna song in the background and shit. All of the lights.
You ain't right. You ain't right.
It do sound every time you be talking about prison. I mean, every time you start talking about getting indicted and shit like that, you really, your whole energy change. You really be like mad. So, I mean, why are you still so angry?
Because it just pissed me off the whole. First of all, I don't like going against myself. And so at that point in time, I had people around me that I felt like I could trust, So if I feel like I could trust you, I feel like you got my best interest at heart. But I made up my mind and I was like, I'm not doing it. And then you got people telling me that I'm not being logical. Telling me I'm not being logical with my thinking. I hate when people tell me stuff like that because 9 times out of 10, if that's the first thing on my mind, that's the best thing for me.
Yeah, you follow your first mind because ain't no second chance in life. You remember that Juvenile line? I follow my first mind because ain't no second chance in life. These little niggas out here busting heads for stripes. You don't remember that?
Yeah, Jeezy.
No, that's Juvenile.
Oh no, I said the wrong song.
So authoritative, but it was wrong. And shout out to my brother James Williams. Okay, go ahead and attack me. Go ahead.
I was getting ready to. You lucky you put me out your office and made me come to my own. I sure would have hit you. Tag that back.
Don't hit my back. This woman been hitting me in my back all night long. I don't know why. You know that echo sound when you get hit in the back, that doom. I think she like hearing that echo. When you get hit in the back when you was little, when your mama be chasing you and you put that dip in your back when you trying to get around that corner and so she don't hit you when you dip to try to get that corner and she still tag your damn back. Cece like hit me in my damn back and hearing that sound, that doom. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know that sound that they got hit in the back before. She enjoys that shit. I don't know. I don't like it. And I told her, I said, please don't do that to me. I do not like it, but she still do it.
I'm just telling them if I'm gonna hit you again. He's saying this about I do not like it, but she still do. Is that a cry for help?
Yeah, if I had this camera on, I'd be on this motherfucker blinking twice. Blink twice if she over beating you in your back. That's me blinking. Shout out to let me get it. James Williams. He said, "Can I pair straight drop with multivitamins?" Absolutely. You can absolutely pair straight drop with multivitamins. Some people, I drink. Let me tell you something. I drink straight drop. I drink my coffee with straight drop. It just depends on the person, but multivitamins and all that, yeah, that's a no-brainer. So yeah, and I would actually I don't know what the word is, but I would actually advise you to do that. Ain't nothing like a good multivitamin and stuff like that to go in there. I take a multivitamin. I take a pretty good multivitamin too. That I've been using out here. So yeah, multivitamins and stuff like that. And some people even pair with with they pre-workouts. You know, people that's got real high tolerances and stuff like that. They want to be all the way turned up. You know what I mean? But that's definitely something. But what you over there looking for? What you over there just looking?
I'm still laughing at you talking about me hitting you on your damn back.
You did. And you see, and you know what's crazy is all y'all in here, you know, co-signing this shit. If I was in here beating her in the back, y'all would be like, Cece, you need to leave. You need to get out of there. You know, Black is crazy. He's an animal. He's a monster. You know, get him. You know, them niggas, they crazy. You know, y'all be doing all that bullshit to me. But when she hit me in the back, it ain't nothing but crying, laughing emojis. And I'm over here really crying, getting hit in the back.
Now you crying. You gonna put some dubs on her. So like, oh God.
Put that Mario on your ass.
Cause you're so silly.
I'm crying out to these people and shit. Yeah. Look, the Sherry come out. We encourage the behavior. Yeah, he need to get beat.
Look. Y'all.
What is she? With your silly looking ass? Beat him.
What?
Beat him. Beat him. Yeah, I know Miss Sophia came over there. Miss Sophia came over there talking to Harpo and shit. Like, you know, Harpo came over there talking to Celia about Miss Sophia and shit. He was like, Miss Sophia, I just can't get this woman under control. I don't know what to do. I don't even know what to do. And Celia gonna look that nigga in the eye and say, beat her. Y'all doing the same thing. Beat him.
I think they thought I was playing when I said I'd be doing stuff to you, like walk past you, put your hair locked.
You don't put me no headlock. That's it.
No. I put my arm around your neck. I ain't say I succeed. I ain't succeed. I done tried. While you sitting down on that couch and you see me walking around that couch looking at you, bite you in the back of your head.
Oh well, yeah, you do. Like when you see she like a little kid. Like you know how you when a little kid see you on the ground or something like that, they got to come over and step on your head and shit like that because you down low. She definitely do have that. She do stuff like that because I'm low. You know, I'm low on the ground. She want to attack me and shit.
Hey, Drew, how you doing? How you doing?
Boy, Drew Titan. That's my partner, Bronx on deck. Straight from the Bronx, the boogie down Bronx. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my brother, Drew Titan.
Put this on there, Tia. Let me see. Fireboys, I started taking straight drop and wanted to know, was it hard to lose weight? Absolutely not. It didn't bother it at all. Actually,
her slowed up.
Man's got, when I say it got 98% better. Like I stopped up.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
So initially I used to like bleed and stuff, weird stuff, you know, with the intercourse and all that other type of stuff. Coughing too hard made me bleed, stuff like that. When the weight came off, because I think the weight irritates it, you know, but when the weight start coming off, walking and all that, nope, none of that. Now I'm going through this dumbass premenopausal stuff. But straight drop do not bother it at all.
But I'm gonna say
it didn't bother mine.
Right. I want to say that it's a case by case basis, but I can attest to that. In her case, it actually slowed them down. I don't know if it was just the weight, you know, coming off your midsection and the pressure, because Cece lost. Y'all gotta understand, she lost over 150 pounds. So, you know, her midsection, all that extra fat and stuff like that around her midsection, that was pretty much gone. So she had no more pressure on her midsection. And I had lost a lot of weight too. So, you know, when we was getting busy, you know, it wasn't as much bumping bellies going on in there no more. We was just, you know, so it was a different.
What we was doing, baby?
We
What
was
was doing?
bumping bellies a little bit back in the day.
Don't you ever say that.
Before straight drop, we was bumping bellies.
Practice before menopause. What you talking about, dark skin? That you said the straight drop help with people in wheelchairs. If you can move your body, it's gonna help. As long as you can burn. Long as you can burn.
As long as you can work out.
You work out.
Yeah, you can work out. Yeah, it ain't a magic pill, but it enhances the workout. That's what we be trying to tell y'all all the time.
Yeah. Let me say this. Let me say this. Because, like, people that be on, like, the little ads and stuff, first of all, there's nobody in the world that has taken straight drop longer than Black and I. Nobody in the world. It took me 13 months to lose the 165 pounds, you know, and it could have went off quicker if I would have been more consistent, but I wasn't. I'm at the point where I'm maintaining weight. I just maintain weight at this point. And you cannot purchase straight drop August the 11th and think your ass finna lose 165 pounds by September 11th. It don't make sense. It just don't make sense. Like, how special are you? And I'll be trying to figure out what's another thing. Straight drop is not a magic pill. Straight drop is it enhances your workout. You have to take straight drop with your workout. You have to be walking, running, something. You have to be working out for at least, me personally, I say 60 minutes a day. You know, rest on the weekends or whatever. In order for straight drop to work, and you will see results with straight drop immediately. But if you taking straight drop and walking your ass in the kitchen and sitting back down and chilling, it's not gonna work. That don't even make sense. Like, come on, man. You can't be this slow. It tells you on the bottle. Take this 10 to 15 minutes or 20 before the damn workout. People just take the day. It don't say no damn well on the bottle of straight drop to take this capsule with a meal. I had a bitch get in the section talking about she took it before her meal. What? Who told you that? You ain't saying nothing about the gym. You talking about before a meal. That's the damn problem. Too many meals, heifer. And then made a long paragraph about this not working. It's not working because you ain't doing nothing to make it work. Once again, is you gonna use the bathroom? If you got something in your bowel, straight drop will make your ass blow the bathroom up. It is what it is. But you have to work. You take straight drop, right? You take it. You can take it with a pre-workout. You can drink your coffee. You can even eat a pack of nuts. You can go ahead.
No, I want to say be careful with the pre-workout. Even though some people can. Look, I'm telling you, straight drop is extremely potent. Even one of the ladies that we manufactured, she took one straight drop. It was too hardcore for her.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful with like pairing it with shit, you know. Just and even taking two of them, make sure you can handle it though. You know what I'm saying? That's I wanted to make, because I don't, you know, you can get fucked off with doing that.
Yeah. Here's the thing. The instructions are clear. The problem with most people is they see what the hell you said, but they do what they want to do and then want to blame you. Now, I don't have too many of these people trying to blame, but once you tell me one thing, I already know you didn't do what the hell you supposed to do. So if you say I took straight drop and I ain't see no difference, that means your ass didn't work out. Because listen, if you take straight drop, what time is it? It's 3:23 right now. If I was to take straight drop right now and get off of here at 3:45, 3:50 and go to my gym I have a gym here, go in the gym and walk for 40 minutes. For 40 minutes, I'm losing. Me personally, 40 minutes on 3.0 on an incline of maybe 3. I'm going to lose two pounds. I'm going to lose that. I'm going to lose it. So you cannot tell me, oh, I took this and this. This is proven. It's proven. You don't, and I wish, and believe it or not, I reach out to a lot of people. If anybody have any complaints, I reach out and say, hey, I need to know what you're doing. Because what you're not gonna do is get up here and start talking shit like my dope ain't good. I know damn well my stuff good. You know, you don't got no adjectives, you don't gotta do none of that. I know my dope good. And I have plenty of people I've reached out to, and then they see their results. I don't pay nobody to say, oh, I'm not paying a soul to talk about straight drop. So our reviews you seeing is 150% real. And if somebody ever told you straight drop didn't work, they ass didn't work. You took this pill and you thought you was finna sit your ass there and eat popcorn and snacks and sit in front of the TV and the fat and every damn thing was gonna melt up. It don't work that way. It says workout on the back of the damn bottle. Not what you thought. Not what you think. Oh, I just took it like that. Who told you to do that? This is why y'all used to get y'all ass whipped when y'all was in grade school. Because you didn't follow directions. I don't like that. And then try to gather the masses. Like, well, it ain't work for me. What you do? They did what the instructions said. That's what they did. And another thing, straight drop, it curbs appetites. But if your ass up there lifting 350 damn pounds on the weights, you won't have no appetite while you lifting, but you done burnt every damn thing in your body. You're going to be hungry afterwards. But of course.
I had a moment right there. I see that
because it's because they need to be tapped on the deal. Sometimes you got to tap them on the forehead. Like, hey, don't do that. Don't do that. And you know, straight drop is my baby. It's really my baby, and y'all can see in these videos how big I was compared to how I am now. You know, I wish I could just everybody that buy it. I wish I could just sit there with them and just look at them and say, hey, you're doing that wrong. If they doing it wrong, you know. But straight drop is not a magic pill. Please follow the instructions. I just had to tell y'all that.
Yeah. And
wait. It's one more person. She said she's a cancer survivor. You'll have to talk to your physician about that. I can't give out medical advice.
Read Drew Titan super chat, please.
Hey, it went from bumping bellies to six packs to flesh. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And he be trying to be every which damn way but loose.
Oh no! Hey, and I want to also say you can't don't take a straight drop and then go drink a gallon of ice cream.
No.
Yeah. I mean, it you know the appetite suppressant. Take advantage of the appetite suppressant. Like me and Cece, we haven't. I think I ate a pack of nuts today. That's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I am gonna eat because I'm doing the I'm doing the OMAD at this point because I've been super chilling. We had the grandkids and the kids, the younger kids here all summer, so we've been kicking it, and so it's just been one of them things. But I'm doing a 1 meal a day right now at this point. But I'm not even hungry. We finna go through this live. Y'all finna be right here with me. I'm not gonna eat nothing. I got a bottle of water. I don't think Cece ate nothing today. What you eat? Did you eat anything?
A pack. I had a pack of nuts.
Oh.
A pack of nuts. It was a question in there about what did I change? I stopped eating 3,000 calories a day. You cannot outwork a bad diet.
Yeah.
So I left the sugar alone. I left the carbs alone. I left the sugar alone. I left the carbs alone. I left the sugar alone and the carbs alone. Protein is your friend. You know, and then sometimes if I want to give my system a jump start, I do a juice fast while I'm working out. Now, the thing about this day, I'm straight dropping this juice fast. So say it just takes 7 days. Like I'm starting a juice fast tomorrow. I'm going to do a 7-day juice fast. So I'm starting tomorrow until next week. But that's going to make me lose about 30 pounds. And I'm not doing nothing but walking. I'm walking 10,000 steps each of those days. That's it. And I have 2 things like this of juice. That's it. Fresh juice, not Mr. Pure or Tropicana. Some stuff I did at the crib.
Yeah, and see, like when I be lifting weights and shit, I can't do the juice fast. I mean, that's just not for me. You know, that's for Cece. But me, I'm gonna do the OMAD and. start lifting weights and stuff like that. But the straight drop, especially since we reformulated that, appetite suppressant is a monster. So
Yeah.
it's the before it was cold, but
Cold.
the new one, since the reformulation and we added some trademark shit, it's a beast. So the appetite suppressant, to me, I'm gonna be honest with you, from the original that we had to now is just way better. The strand that we got now.
Can I answer this? The workouts do not have to be intense. I do not do intense workouts. The only thing I do at this point is walk. And I need to throw this out here, because from January to July, I wasn't doing anything. I had an injury. I wasn't doing too much of anything. Everything was light, but I did enough. I was just walking 60 minutes a day. That's all I did was walking. That's all I'm doing now. I'm not going in there to lift no weights. I'm not doing none of that. And I'm lazy too. Black will tell you, I hate working out. I hate working out. Cartrell Pittman, you said, did I go cold turkey or slow? I don't know what that means. Cold turkey, like for the fast. For the fast, the straight drop. Y'all don't do what I do, but I'm going to tell you what I do. I take 3 straight drops. I take 3. And it
that's her.
That's me.
We've been taking this for almost 2 years though.
Yeah. Black is right there. He can see you. He can see you. Somebody sends hell Black jump on camera. He hear you. you right there looking at him. Have it go. I take 3 straight drops. The reason why I take 3 straight drops is to curb my appetite all the way. When I say curb my appetite all the way, if I take the straight drops in the morning, like 9 a.m., I'm not hungry, period. I'm not hungry, period. I can go all day without nothing. I just drink.
Let me say this. I gotta say this because I don't take 3 at this point, and I'm way bigger than her. You know what I'm saying? So because I don't really like, because I'm, especially with that reformulation, that shit is so powerful. I would advise you to take 1. If you have to, take 2. But Cece been taking that shit for a long time, and I'm just telling y'all, me personally, I don't necessarily agree with the 3. I don't.
I take the 3 because I have a point to prove. Because people I take the 3 because it's like, for one, we have straight drop. So ain't no damn way we got straight drop and we 399 damn pounds. It's not gonna happen. And I'm going. Straight drops gives me energy and it curbs my appetite. Because y'all gotta understand, I eat whenever I feel anything, happy, sad, goofy, I eat. And then I have real bad anxiety, so it's always hand to mouth. And I'm like, that's how I'm set up. That's how I'm wired. With the straight drop, is my focus is somewhere else. Like, it helps me focus. It really helps me focus. So this is what I do. I take the 3. You have to figure out your tolerance with straight drop. And the new, like Black said, the new formula is really potent. We just had a big ass man emailing like, yo, this is strong. And he only took 1. So you have to be careful on that. You have to be on the floor somewhere, and don't blame me.
Yeah, and we have had some people, like some of these people, and they on the reviews and stuff like that. We don't have people lose over 50 that been taking straight drop 50, 60 pounds and shit like that. We got some of that, at this point, at this stage. And like she said, all those reviews are real.
Yeah. Shaboogie 78. Here's another thing. This is another thing. Sometimes straight drop isn't strong enough when it's 1. When it's 1, or if it's 2, you have to figure out your tolerance. So you might need 3. You really might need 3. And then take it. Give yourself,
Yeah, we finna get to the video, but go ahead. Go
Oh,
ahead.
I'm sorry. No, I was just I'm responding. I'm responding to questions.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so yeah, I mean, and I'm gonna tell you this too before we move into the video. If you tried straight drop, I want to say 6 months ago or some shit like that, we have we switched to a new manufacturer and we did a deal with them, and then we got some stuff together. We using the same ingredients, but it's the strand of ingredients and the way it's laid out is it's way more potent than it was before, you know, and
Mhm.
that's just the bottom line. I mean, because I'm gonna be honest, like I said, the one of the big things was for me was the appetite suppressant, which it wasn't as strong as what we formulated in the beginning when we did with the original manufacturer. But this new strand with the appetite suppressant is crazy. Like I said, I haven't even ate today and it's off the charts. So, you know, if you took it 6 months ago, you know what I'm saying, for appetite suppression or something like that, go check it out. Go check it out. But it's very it's much it was potent before, but it's extremely potent now. But we finna get into this video. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. But salute to everybody also
Yeah.
that show love and supported have been supporting us on this journey. You know what I'm saying? At this point, these people they wanna own our stuff and stuff like that. But we gonna stay independent and stay with the hustle. You know what I'm saying?
Can you smoke weed and take it? Listen, I don't got nothing to do with your habits, but don't do it at the same time. Don't do it at the same time because I don't want them effects mixed with straight drop. Right? Let the straight drop filter through. Yes, I recommend taking it on an empty stomach.
Okay. What? Oh, they done changed some stuff up on.
And they say, how did we come up with the straight drop? Because I straight dropped that damn weight. I straight dropped that weight. That weight was coming off. I straight dropped that weight.
Yeah. And y'all, you ready to make something happen, mama?
Yeah, I'm ready to make it.
Yeah. Okay, so where we at? Where we at in this video?
I don't know. What video is it?
I just told you at the beginning of the thing. I said,
but of course, I'm with you now. I'm at the crib is the same as the other ones, and I'm talking about the whole setup is how everything happened leading up to the indictment. That's what I'm talking about in this video.
Okay, let's get to it. Let me see.
We got premium. Y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I want to say thank you to everybody that has been tuning in, liking, subscribing, and sharing. I'm back with another story. This is a story I think y'all want to hear. This is the story of how I got indicted. Now, me, I was minding my own motherfucking business. My own business, hustling and getting money. I had made enough money that I was going to start investing in property, and I was already investing in my artists and some of my producers. You know what I'm saying? I was getting ready to leave my hustling shit alone, my bank shit alone. However it goes, my folks, Fat Boy, which is my co-defendant as well. You know what I'm saying? I get a phone call from him one day. I'm minding my own fucking business. And he like, yo, I need you to take the new bitch out and show her what to do.
Well, let me say this. Fat Boy still be calling her while she minding her own fucking business. This nigga still be calling while she minding her own fucking business, fucking with her by bullshit ass ideas. I just wanted to tell y'all that Fat Boy still be calling with crackpot ass ideas while she minding her own business. Sometimes from fucking prison.
He out. He been home a couple of weeks.
Yeah, he been home a couple of weeks. Yeah, I just want y'all to know this. So if you think this shit is fake or anything like that, I just want y'all to know that. Yeah, sometimes he still call with bullshit ass ideas. But okay, let's get back.
Maybe going at. Now, this is a no-no. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those type of girls who like, I don't like new people. I got a real funny ass
Hold on. Let
mentality.
me go back. Let me go back.
This is a no-no. Was my folks, Fat Boy, which is my co-defendant as well. You know what I'm saying? I get a phone call from him one day. I'm minding my own fucking business, and he like, "Yo, I need you to take the new bitch out and show her what to do." Now, this is a no-no. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those type of girls who like, I don't like new people. I got a real funny ass mentality, especially when you hustling. You don't know who is who. You can barely trust the motherfuckers you around, especially when new people come around. You trying to get to know them. That's something I don't do. You know what I'm saying? I really don't do that, and I don't advise anybody to do that as well, because you just, once again, you just never know who is who. So he called me. He like, "Yo, I need you to take the new bitch out." I'm no. You know what I'm saying? That's not something I do. You take out. You know what I'm saying? You take out. He like, "Man, just do this for me. You know, you finna leave this shit alone. You finna go on and do something else. You gotta pass the torch." I tell this motherfucker no. Now, when I feel something strong in my heart, I'll be like, no. You know, I will argue with you all day long. I'm the type of person who likes to argue. I will argue. You know what I'm saying? I got hands, but I will argue with you all day long, especially when I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I don't got no business in that arena, and you shouldn't be putting me in this position. Me and him go back and forth for some days. So he called our people. Now I fuck with our people. We got another person, but I fuck with him heavy. You know what I'm saying? I was fucking with him like heavy. He called him and tell him like, "Yo, man, Cece tripping. She don't want to take the new bitch out on shore, you know." So our people call me, and this is a person who he showed me so much. He showed me a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? He showed me a lot of shit, so I respect him. My respect level for him is real different, because I feel like he wouldn't tell me nothing wrong. You know, he had never told me nothing wrong, so I knew he wouldn't mislead me or misguide me. So he got on the phone. He like, "You know, baby girl, you do this one solid for us. You know, you finna leave such and such alone. You finna leave the banks and shit alone. Pass the torch. We need somebody just as great as you." Now, listen, I'm making $42,000 a day. Like,
Okay. A lot of people. You got a lot of flack about this. I mean, and you got Mr. Mon on the screen.
hey, Mr. Mott, thank you so much.
But you got a lot of flack about this. I mean, I seen in the comment sections on No Jumper and all these other, even all these different sites and shit like that. A lot of people did not believe that you was doing $42,000 a day. You know, they thought that was, even when we was doing Trill, a lot of people thought that you was out there with the 42,000. Like, what's your? But we go ahead. What's your response there?
Wait, now you done heard phone conversations, right?
Right.
You done seen pictures, right? You done seen other people post pictures of me talking about them days, right? You know them numbers. You know them numbers. I did between $38,000 and $42,000 a day. 42,000 was my goal. Every day.
When you say your goal, was that what you wanted? You needed to stop or to quit for that day, or what do you mean your goal?
When I went out, I was aiming to have $42,000 a day. At the end of the day, I wanted $42,000.
How many runs in banks would that take to hit that?
It depends. Some people, some banks wouldn't allow you to pull out that much. You know, some banks would say their machine was down. So it depends. It all depends. But anything over $2,500, you need a bank manager's signature. They got to come out and verify everything. It's just extra time. Sometimes, like, you get a feeling. I'm not being funny, but you get a feeling when you're going up in there. All right, this is going to be a good one, and I'll be able to rehash. When I say rehash, meaning, all right, let me pull this much money up out of here, and let me pull this much money up out of here. That way the bank manager don't have to come out. Anytime a bank manager have to come out, it adds on an extra 5 minutes. Those 5 minutes, you could be in the car and you could be gone from around the area. So it depends on how you feel when you go up in there. You got to read the room.
So because you said this, and this was the difference between you and a lot of other people was, you know, you're not scared. And like I said, you're very bold. You was very bold when you was out there running up in them banks. And so my whole thing is, were you getting bank managers to sign off, or were you deviating from having to go through that extra step, or was that something that you was prepared to do and doing?
It all depends on how I feel. I'm not being funny, but it's like reading the room. People. If I got a house, okay, I'm finna walk y'all through me. I'm about to have y'all walk with me. Okay, I pull up down the street. You don't want to park in the parking lot because that's just in case anything happened. You don't want the bank seeing the camera seeing your car. And I walk in. So when I walk in, I peep what security is, and I peep how I'm greeted. I look at every teller. Look at every teller. So you pick two that you want to go to, and you see how they operate with the other, customers. And you gonna get your favorite one. A person that look like they too technical, sometimes you don't want to deal with that shit. Bitch, I want to be in and out, and sometimes you might get the ones you can pick and sometimes you don't. So you got to know how to deal with both people. It's pretty much, listen, if I'm talking to you, listen, nobody wants to know what you know until they know you care. So once you let a person know you care, you can completely disarm them for whatever guard they had up. So I walk up there, say I get somebody who act real technical or whatever. I walk up there and I speak to them first. How you doing? How your day going? I get them engaged in a conversation, and I ask as many questions as I want until I see their guard breaking down. And in the middle of me talking, I say, I need to get a cash advance. And they say, okay, no problem. And I hand them my identification. I'll wait till they tell me what they need. They're going to tell me they need the card and the identification. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I already know how banks operate. I know Wells Fargo, you're going to need a thumbprint. If you go in there and get a cash advance from Wells Fargo, you need to put a Band-Aid. You need to put liquid Band-Aid on your finger because your thumbprint, you have to do that. And they print out a check, I know the sounds of the machines. I know Chase builds profiles when you go up in there. I know TD, they machine is in the back, and then the only thing they got to do is turn around and swipe. If you hit there wasn't enough money on the cash advance. If you hit and you hit a receipt print out, that's how you know it went straight through. And when the people come through, like when they get the money, well, when they get the receipt, they get the receipt, they tear the receipt off, they come over there, and they're going to ask you, the next question out of their mouth is going to be, what kind of bills do you want? How you want this money broke up? And it's like, okay, cool. So you tell them how you want the money broke up, and while they doing that, you keep them engaged in conversation. You can, like, if you keep a person engaged in a conversation, you don't have no problem. Like, even if it's the meanest person. If you walk up to the meanest person up in there, look like she having a bad day, what happened to you today? A lot of times people want somebody to care about them. So what happened to you today? What's wrong? What's up? What's going on? Girl, nothing today been hard. You got these bullshit customers up in here bothering you. They look like they've been bothering you. You know what? You want some lunch? You ate lunch. What you eat today? And they go ahead and handle me, and I give them a little tip. Go get you some damn lunch. Like, leave me the hell alone. Go on about my business.
So back to the deal though. Were you engaged with the managers?
I would be engaged. So what happened is, I get really engaged with the tellers. Some people it's easier and some people harder, but I could break anybody. And if I'm comfortable, I say, let me go ahead, and I'm reading the room. If I'm comfortable, go ahead. You got to bring the manager out, say less. Your manager come out, and I treat the manager just like, listen, my dad was a pimp. I treat the manager just like I treat the teller. I engage with them. The whole time, because if they're engaging with you, they're not paying attention to what they're doing.
So you would try to manager mostly, or would you just let them, when they had to call the manager, it'd be like, nah, I ain't gonna do that and back up off of it?
No, if I'm calling the manager, I'm never gonna back off, because what are you backing out for? If it comes to the point where you say, but let me go ahead and get that, when that manager come out, you go through. You don't back up. You don't back up. You do not back up, because the moment you back up, that creates doubt. You don't create no doubt. Once again, you cannot tell me I'm not Leilani. And and here's the thing. What person in their right mind will be standing in front of the police talking to the manager, scamming them? They don't think like that. Most people are scared. They're scared. Damn, bitch, I want that money. I came to eat today. I want to leave up out of here with $5,000. I need 25 from this card and I need 25 from this one. And the thing about cash advances is you don't have to be a member of that bank. You could go to any bank in the world and say, I want a cash advance. Go to any bank in the world and they'll tell you their policy. They'll tell you their policy. If it's a smaller bank like Sun Bank, $1,500 is the limit. And then sometimes, even if you don't got $1,500 on that card, they'll let you know, like, you don't got 15 on here. You only got 800, or you only got 1,000, or you got 300. You want to get that instead? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. That's what I want to know. Cause that's what I was, cause like I said, I'm completely green on that situation. So if you go in there, so you gonna try that manager, you gonna push forward. If they say, well, it's 25 over 2,500, we need a manager's signature, you gonna push forward on that signature.
Yeah, because what am I backing? If I say I came in here to get this, they're gonna ask normal questions. What are you in town for? It's always good to know what events is going on in the city or the state you in. So you could give those details. I came out here for the Jeezy concert. I came out here to see NBA Youngboy. I came out here for this, that, and the third. Oh yeah, we got a lot of people coming through here. Yes, I'm one of them. Because why are you here? They just want to know. Thank you, Tiana West.
Salute, Tiana West. Thank you for everybody that been supporting us from the super chats, Mr. Mondrew Titan. Everybody straight drop, man. Thank y'all so much. We out here.
Like, I'm making 42,000
on our own hustle, man. Salute to y'all. Thank y'all so much. I know that is that Master P in there? I think we got Master P here. Is that Master P? That Percy Miller, is that really Master P? I don't know. But salute to everybody that's been showing love. Thank you so much. And everybody in here commenting.
Such a loan. You finna leave the banks and shit alone. Do this one solid for us. You finna leave such and such alone. You finna leave the banks and shit alone. Pass the torch. We need somebody just as great as you. Now, listen, I'm making $42,000 a day. Like, I'm making $42,000 a day. So, motherfuckers don't want to let that kind of money go. Some days, like, you got 38,000, 42,000. You know what I'm saying? But my goal was $42,000 a day. That was my goal. However it goes, after I had this conversation with our other folks, I'm like, fuck it. When your first man tell your super stupid ass to do something, listen to it. So I called Fat Boy. You'll hear a lot. You'll hear me mention Fat Boy name a lot. I love this motherfucker, but he's stupid than a motherfucker. It just is what it is. I called Fat Boy and I tell Fat Boy, like, yo, come on. So we set a date to take this bitch out. Now, the girl name is Toy. You know what I'm saying? Her name is LaToya Jameson. I don't give a fuck. This is the bitch you told on me. And this is public records. It's public records. So I don't have to be on here trying to pretend like this shit didn't happen. Because you could Google it. You could Google who my codefendants are. So it really don't matter. Long story short, we pick a date that we go out. Now, when I go to pick up the initial work, you know what I'm saying? This is my first time having any interaction with this chick. I go to the hotel room to pick up my lids, which is ID cards, and which are fake IDs, and my cards, which are fake credit cards. I go to pick this shit up. She up in there with another bitch. Both of them, Toy, she's all right looking with a long nose ass. She all right looking, black girl. She up in there with some short, ugly bitch. Both of them look like they sell pussy. Especially the little short bitch. She look like she stank. However it go, I'm looking because once again, I'm not the type of chick that do new people. I'm not the type of chick that do new people. So I already have like a kind of aggression to me, standoffish mode. I this the bitch.
Okay, I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
So describe like, because look, I mean, like I said, I'm a dope boy. You know what I'm saying? That's my past history. So you what does this workplace look like where you go pick up the lids, like you said, which is fake IDs, and I want to tell y'all something. Scammers and shit, they got a completely different lingo than street motherfuckers. Like I said, the scammers are like blue collar or white collar motherfuckers, and dope boys is like blue collar working motherfuckers out there, because you out there on the block really get to it. So I'm trying to figure out I can tell you what a trap look like, but I can't tell you what a scammer house or a scammer spot look like. You know what I'm saying? What's going on in a scammer, or I keep saying scammer, but in a where they hitting licks with IDs and checks and cards and shit like that. What's going on in one of them spots where you going to pick that work up at, as you say? That's y'all work, check numbers and shit.
Well, we have multiple. One of the places we used to do it, if we had a lot of people coming from out of town, would be a hotel room. So we'll get a hotel room, and we'll leave keys at the desk, and they could go up in there and pick up their envelope. And the other one, we had a house. We had a little up or down. I don't want to call it a flat. We was in Philly, and we had this house. It's just a house, kitchen table, couch, big TVs. I mean, it wasn't no shack or no shit. We all got money, but it had a basement. It was in Philly. Yeah, the house in Philly was one. That's what I'm talking about right now. Upstairs is bedrooms. Bathrooms, all the soaps, all the smell goods, everything you can want is in that bathroom. Anything you can want is in those bedrooms. You come down the stairs, like I said, you walk in the door. It's a living room. It's a couch, big TV, fish tank.
So is this is something that y'all like, you cognitively, I don't know if that's the right word, but y'all take care of this spot. Y'all make sure that everything is y'all got all the toiletries, and it's not a trap house by no means. This is a nice place that y'all just go in, pick y'all shit up, and it's exclusively for picking up work and hitting licks out, picking up.
Well, sometimes if the work was bad, like depending on what site you got the work off of, sometimes the work can go bad. So that would get in the way of having work to get hotel rooms and stuff like that. So it's a holdover. It's like a holdover spot for the regulars, for the people who really did the shit. So you could go in there, you could stay in there if you want tired, or if you need a place to stay, you could stay up in there. The basement, however, is where the work and shit was created. It was a whole shop set up down there.
Wow. That's dope. I mean, because I never looked at it like that. Because I mean, like I said, I can tell you what a trap looked like, or even a pound house or a brick house. You know what I'm saying? And the brick house is gonna be a little bit luxurious. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of people that really don't get to that level. And then depending on how you dealing, it's money houses and stuff like that, especially on the border. Those are real nice houses and stuff like that. But most people do not get to that level in the dope game. Most people are on a trap level. And so a lot of these dudes could tell you what a trap house look like, not a money house, or not a brick house, or not a pound house, or whatever the case may be. So
hey, Saudi Ali, hey. The schedule changed. We do 2:30, 3 o'clock, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And thank you so much for the love. And to Aaliyah, the big dogs, well, that's why I just said only the people who really did it was supposed to be there. The people the top dogs, like you said, the top dogs was supposed to be in there, and the workers who was consistent. Everybody else, your ass had to go into a hotel or something like that.
Right. So old girl was already out of place. She should have been at a hotel. She shouldn't have even been at the workhouse, the big dog house.
It's so crazy because I know you hate these kind of references, but when you like watch movies and stuff, you see where they fuck up at. You see where they start. It's always like that one little wrinkle in time that tear everything down. That tear everything down. And it's like, that's just looking back on it, it's like those teeny tiny mistakes. Like that's not even on your schedule. That's not even how you do stuff. Stuff like that is when you see stuff, listen, this is in life. This is in life. You just don't have to do nothing but hustle. This don't have to be hustle. This is in life. When you see something that's not the norm, get away from it. Because something is off. Something is off, and behind that little teeny tiny misplaced action is a whole downfall.
Okay, let's get to it.
Bitch, I'm finna go out on the road with. Like a kind of aggression to me. Standoffish mode. I
think I gotta go back a little bit.
He stink. Have it go. I'm looking because once again, I'm not the type of chick that do new people. I'm not the type of chick that do new people. So I already have like a kind of aggression to me. Standoffish mode. This the bitch I'm finna go out on the road with. Never seen her, but I've seen her before, which I'm gonna tell that story next. You know what I'm saying? I've seen her before, but it's like, how did you get here? How did you get here? All right, cool. Boom. We set a location. Now, it is what it is. We trying to figure out where we go. Me and Fat Boy trying to figure out what direction we gonna take this shit. Now, my birthday getting ready to come up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm planning to go to Chicago right now. At this point in time, I'm in Philly. I'm living in Philly. So this was the location where everything's centered. So my birthday is getting ready to come up. I'm planning to go to Chicago and all this other shit. I really don't have time to be doing this shit. I'm good. You trying to show another bitch how to get good. So me and Fat Boy going over the map. We should go this way. We should go this way. Nah, let's go this way. He was telling me to go like towards Maine or something. I'm telling him, nah, you know what I'm saying? Let's stay close to in Pennsylvania because I can hop right on the road and keep going straight to Chicago. So Wiz Khalifa had a show coming up in Pittsburgh. So it's like, if we go to Pittsburgh, if we from out of town and we go to Pittsburgh, if we go into the banks in Pittsburgh, we won't look crazy because it's a big ass concert coming up. You know what I'm saying? Especially if we got out of town IDs because people gonna think we there for the concert. All right, so boom, Pittsburgh it is. All right, we go to the rental. The morning of, you know what I'm saying? The morning of the first thing that happened, I go pick this bitch, go to the hub. The hub is where everybody come in town. The hub is a house that we had in Philly, where everybody who's coming in town to go everywhere else to hustle. This is the pit stop. You stop here to get what you need. You know what I'm saying? You get credit cards for shopping, credit cards for food, credit cards for banks, credit cards for stores. You get all this shit at the hub. It's made in the hub and everything. Now, bitches who you don't know, if you don't know people, they're not supposed to come to the hub because the hub is where you keep your goods at. You know what I'm saying? That's your center. That's your center. You never bring nobody to your stash spot. The hub, if you did not know us, you were not supposed to be at the hub. If you was just a random bitch getting ready to hustle or a random dude getting ready to hustle, your ass is to stay at the hotel. You know what I'm saying? Now, when niggas start thinking with they dick, all common sense go out the motherfucking door. All common sense go out the motherfucking door. Now, imagine, I'm just going to throw this out there. I've never fucked my friend. Never will mess up that friendship, never will mess up the money. We made too much money together. You know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of bitches that came around who liked him, And he's an Oakland dude, and Oakland niggas always think they pimps. You know what I'm saying? So they like bitches and shit hanging off of them, all this other weird off-brand ass shit. And these bitches really do be off-brand, you know, but they don't give a fuck because they got a lot of money. However it go, unbeknownst to me, he done start fucking this bitch. Stop, you know what I'm saying? He done start fucking this bitch. I need to clear something up.
Right.
let me clear this up. Okay, she said, now in the paperwork, hear me out. In the paperwork, she said that they were messing around. They were fucking around, and you know, he was she was the bitch and all this other stuff. Come to find out, and I didn't know this until after I had made this video. They were not messing around. They were not messing around. The bitch said she omitted. Omitted is when you take something away, right?
Yeah.
Okay, she omitted so much truth. She removed her friends from all involvement or whatever. She put the heavy down because he never fucked that girl. And I'm not even gonna elaborate no more. He never messed with her. And I didn't find this out until later.
Yeah, and I heard him. I heard him vehemently deny that shit.
Yeah. And he ain't gonna deny it. That boy is he cocky as shit. If he did something, he did it. You know, he stand on it. But he did not mess with that girl. She lied in that paperwork to try to make herself seem more than what she was. Like she lied to them goddamn people up on that deck. We'll talk about that later. Go ahead, baby. I'm just gonna say it again. He done start fucking this bitch. Unbeknownst to me, they done been out. He done took her out to places. He done show her how to use these cards and shit and where to use them. And this bitch had went back to Vegas, where she live at. You know what I'm saying? And this bitch done been swiping in Vegas and doing all this other shit. Now, I explained the machines and shit we had. Listen, we got our work and shit. Our work, I call it credit cards, blank credit cards, and our ID cards, which we manufacture. And I can say all these things because I'd have been charged with this shit already. You know what I'm saying? The blank credit cards came from the same motherfucker who issued you your credit cards. So all I got to do is while they printing up cards is pay them. You know what I'm saying? Pay them. Let me get 500 of these, 500 visas, 500, mix them in. You know, that was my thing. And I had a machine that's going to print, put the tipper on there and everything. And my credit card, I don't need your credit card. I like corporate credit cards because corporate credit cards, you have multiple cards and everybody got one and they don't look at their bank statements and shit like that. They don't look at their account, they charge accounts and shit like that. But once a month until that shit is paid off, if they look at it at all, you know what I'm saying? But when you stealing money out of regular motherfucker account, they got notifications come to their phone and shit like that. Nobody got a time for that. I need the big things. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to the store, I don't want to say I got a credit limit. I got a cash limit. This, that. No, they're unlimited. You know what I'm saying? So the morning of, I drive my car over there to the hub where this bitch is, and I pick her up from the hub, which I'm blue about this because she wasn't supposed to be there. The bitch was supposed to be at the hotel. I leave there. We go to the rental car place. I don't know if it was Hertz, one of these fucking rental car places. I go up in there. I hit for an SUV. I swipe for an SUV, but my ID, but of course it's fake. I had no identification because I've been walking around making up.
So just for clarity for everybody. So you're not only hitting and going in these banks, everything you doing is hit. The hotel room, hit. The car, hit. Plane ticket, hit. All this shit.
College tuitions, hit.
So
light bill, gas bill, hit.
So you never use your real name on shit?
Nope.
Wow. And
never paid for nothing either.
And when you're going through these things, you're constantly switching names and constantly switching identities and shit.
Well, I could keep the same name. If I'm comfortable with the same name, I just switch the state. So when I get a lid, which is an ID, I have 10 lids made. So you get 10 lids. And it could be Illinois, Alabama, Texas, New York. And so each lid, I have 100 pieces. Pieces are credit cards. I have 100 credit cards to each lid. Or I can have 3 lids and I can get 100, 2, 3, 400 to each lid.
Aaliyah asks, how do you keep up with you having that much? Because you're saying like 500 cars. How do you keep up with which cars were burnt and which ones were good?
So what happened is, okay, first thing first, to see if a card is, well, it's a couple of things. One, you could go put gas in the car, but if you go put gas in the car, sometimes it'll stop working. So the first thing you would do, you will go up in a bank. You could go up in the bank, and do your stuff. Now, when you get through with the bank, like after you took all the money off, you keep using that card until they say, you keep using that one card in the bank until they say there's no more money, and you're going quick. So it's maybe 3-4 minutes to the next bank. It's probably, you 3-4 minutes to the next bank. So you keep swiping that card until there's nothing else, till you can't get no more cash advances off it. And if you're in the bank and they say there's nothing left on here, you pull out another card. And get it off of there. Now, the card that said there's no more cash advances on there, you take that card, you put it in a different wallet, a different pocket, and you go to the mall with it. Because just because it's not any more cash left on the cash advance doesn't mean there's not any credit left. So you go shopping with those. All the cards were made with track 3s. Track 3s give addresses. Like say True Religion, the True Religion store. You can only use a track 3 card up in True Religion because when it print up with your name and everything on there, it puts your state and everything on there. So that's how they know it's legit. How do you know if a card is a track 1, track 2, or track 3? Like I said, you put the information on the card. So you will switch. Say if you go to the site, because this information comes off a site. Say you go to a site. When you go to the site, you pick in different bins. And then if you use a few of the bins and they don't work, you got like a couple of hours, an hour to a couple of hours to dump them back. Those are dumps. And you get more numbers. I'll tell you.
When you say dump them back, those are dumps.
You give them back. They're dumps. You put them in a dump pile. Meaning you send them back because they wasn't hitting on nothing. It's just not nothing. They not hitting right now. That don't mean they can't hit later. So they'll just recycle those numbers, but they'll give you new numbers. And the sites was like Batman. We don't need all those. And so you go to the mall. I was talking about tracks. Let me stay on track. You'll know when the information is being put on the card. Like I said, you use a reader writer. When the information is being put on the cards, you say, okay, these are track 1s, track 2s. Those are good for gas, food, hotels. Track 3s, you really want to shop with those, especially in the high-end stores, because high-end stores use track 3s. Meaning your information prints up. When the receipt prints up, your name, your address, all that stuff printed up on there. So that's how they know it's legit. Another thing is good to do because know the last 4 of a card. Know the last 4 digits of a card because like sometimes, like when you go to Nordstrom, right? Nordstrom or when you go to Nordstrom, sometimes if they give you, say you got numbers, but you ain't got no cards, right? So they'll use vanilla gift cards. So what they'll do is they'll get a whole bunch of blank vanilla gift cards and they'll put the information on there. Now the track, the last 4 of the tracks do not match the numbers that's on those vanillas. So what happened is, say you go on Nordstrom, you got to verify the last 4. The last 4 of the card when you swipe it or whatever, especially for a big purchase. What you do is you keep your card in your hand and you look at it yourself. You don't hand your card to the cashier and you tell them what the last 4 is.
Aaliyah asked, did you have to study this info with the card before you went out?
Far as the last 4, The last 4, I knew what kind of cards I was moving with because I made the cards. On the ID, I study all IDs because just in case you get caught, and like I said, the seals and everything is on the ID. So if you put it up under a light, everything is there. But if they ask you your information, whatever you spit out your mouth has to match that. You know, just in case you run into the police or whatever. I'd have been pulled over with these fake lids, and they asked me the information on the card, and I'm able to tell it because I know it. I study the ID cards, but I always know the last 4 of a card I'm using, especially if it's on a dummy card. What's a dummy card? I'm explaining this again. A dummy card is a card that do not match the tracks you put on there. And how do you know what the numbers are? You use a reader writer.
Aaliyah, don't do it. Don't do it, Aaliyah. Don't do it.
Hey, Artist Hackett. Hey, boo.
Let's go, man.
Go ahead. Up shit. I swipe for an SUV, but my ID, but of course it's fake. I had no identification because I've been walking around making up shit. The thing about credit cards, and I'm finna give y'all some game. You know what I'm saying? The thing about credit cards, if you have a reader writer, you know what I'm saying? You could swipe a card through a reader writer and you could change any information you want. You don't want to change the numbers, but you do want to change the name. Free game. That might go over some of y'all head, but I'm just telling y'all. We go to the How's that funny? I hit for
I want to answer this question.
It says this may be a crazy question, but are these real people for the IDs hypothetically? Okay, once again, everything's information, right? So I get these credit card numbers. You have to put these credit card numbers on a card. It's all information. You take a reader writer. You plug the reader writer into the computer. Now you get numbers. You get your numbers. I mean, your numbers is on a little link, a link. And what you do is you type the numbers in. These are the tracks. You copy and paste the numbers, put them in the tracks. You could copy an address and put it in the track, which is the third track. The number is the second track. The first track is whatever name you want it to be. So if I wanted to be Memphis Black, if I wanted my name to be Memphis Black, Bonita Applebaum, I type that in. The name don't matter. The name is whatever I say it is. And what's gonna happen is I'm gonna stand up against a white wall, like I'm taking a passport identification picture, and take the picture, have it printed out of Walgreens. And that's what's being used for my ID. So whatever name I create. So, okay, say I want to use Bonita Applebaum. If I say I'm Bonita Applebaum, I'm going to create identification with the name Bonita Applebaum for 2, 3, 10 states. And I'm going to print up all this work in Bonita Applebaum. Say I want to use Memphis Black, so I got Bonita Applebaum and I got Memphis Black. I'm going to put up work for Bonita Applebaum and Memphis Black. Taylani, whatever name I want to be. If I'm feeling like a Katrina, I'm going to be Katrina. But it's all about the information that you enter. The only thing that stays the same is the number. And the zip code, because zip codes matter. I need to tell you that zip codes matter because zip codes are attached to those numbers. So you want to keep the zip code the same and the address the same. And when you type in the name you want to put on there, it's whatever name you create.
Aaliyah come back. She say, can the police scan these IDs if they had to run it if you stop by them like
yes.
a traffic stop? Don't do it, Aaliyah. Don't do it.
The police can stand, like I said, I've been pulled over with one of these driver's license before. Those cars, they have a strip. The IDs, some of them have strips on the back. So if they was to scan it, first they're going to hit it under the light to make sure the seals are intact. And if they scan it, the same information that's on there is going to pop up in their system.
What they're looking for is warrants.
Ready?
Yeah. SUV. I hit for the SUV because I was gonna keep the SUV. I was gonna put this bitch back on the plane to come back to Philly or go wherever the fuck she was once we was done, and I was gonna drive to Chicago. Like I said, it was a birthday coming up. Okay, cool. The whole fucking trip, I promise you, the whole beginning of the trip was fucking eerie. I mean, eerie, like a scary movie eerie. Like everything that could be going wrong is going wrong.
Pause this. I gotta say this. Y'all, I don't know if anybody has seen The Conjuring, the new Conjuring, The Last Rites. Okay. The Conjuring Last Rites, and y'all know I've talked about this. I'm going to talk about it here. The little town that I said we went through, it was eerie with the cemetery and all that other stuff. Where they filmed The Conjuring Last Rites in that house from The Conjuring Last Rites, that's where I was.
In that town.
That's where I was. That steel mill oil, all that in the background, all that. That's when the hell I was. It was the creepiest thing I've ever seen in life. And when I seen the movie The Conjuring, you know how I was. I was like, oh my God. Like, that's where I was. And even though I lived in Pittsburgh, I had never seen that place ever again until I watched The Conjuring Last Rites. I was right there. Right there. And this video was made years ago to let y'all know how creepy that was. Okay.
No, man. I want to. That's why you was like, babe, I was there when you was poking me when we was watching the movie. Cause we went to on the first day it came out, and I was like, okay, well, let me watch the damn movie. But I understand now. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. Okay, so that's where you was like, damn.
I'm getting ready to describe it after a while.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. My work don't never be eerie. Like everything that could be going wrong is going wrong. Okay, cool. The whole fucking trip, I promise you, the whole beginning of the trip was fucking eerie. I mean, eerie, like a scary movie eerie. Like everything that could be going wrong is going wrong. My work, I call my credit cards my work. My work don't never be dead work. I always have work that's hitting. You know what I'm saying? My cards will not work for shit. I'm talking about my cards will not even work for gas. And normally when I'm going out on the road to work, I'm not taking no money with me because I'm going to make money. I'm not going to spend money. You know what I'm saying? I like keeping my money in my pocket. I'll leave fucking money at home or whatever. And I go out on the road and I make what I need. You know? But I'm talking about just so happened I had money in my pocket. Ain't none of my work working. But her cards, you know, for swiping for gas, little snacks and shit while we driving through Pennsylvania, creepy ass Pennsylvania, her shit is going. Her shit is going. So we get lost on our way to Pittsburgh from Philly to Pittsburgh is like a 6-hour drive. We get lost. You know, we get lost in some of these off-brand ass towns that look like the hill have eyes, people walking around looking like coal miners and shit like that. It's like, So the first thing that happens is we stop in, I can't even tell you where we stopped at, but we was tired of driving. You know what I'm saying? Because we end up leaving a little bit later than what was expected. Because we end up stopping at a fucking mall. We end up stopping at the Galleria Mall. Is that the name of the fucking mall? It don't even matter. We end up stopping at the mall. No, King of Pressure. We end up stopping at KOP. The King of Pressure. That's where we stopped at. So we end up leaving later. So we tired of driving. You know what I'm saying? We tired of driving. It's getting dark. The banks is closed. So let's pull over and stay somewhere. This is day one. You know what I'm saying? So we found a Holiday Inn that's off of fucking expressway. And when we pull up in the Holiday Inn, I promise to God, it's a Wendy's in this Holiday Inn parking lot. It's this big ass Holiday Inn, but it's only like 6 lights on. It's only like 6 lights on in the whole fucking hotel. And this big ass hotel, it's only like 3 cars out there. The shit look like hillbilly hell. So we got to stay here because, you know, we just going to keep going. We're going to see what's around there tomorrow morning, early in the morning, and we're going to keep going. Have it go. We go check up in the hotel. This big ass hotel really ain't nobody up in there. The clerk look like she been meth out for years. We get a room. So when we get up in the room and shit, I mean, it's creepy.
it's an eerie feeling. Like it's a eerie. If you ever walked into a haunted house, some of you have, some of you have not. Some people believe in ghosts, some people don't. I believe in ghosts, but it's like some shit is on you. You know what I'm saying? So we both feel it. We both feel it. You know what I'm saying? That was a sign from the universe. Turn the fuck around. You know? Okay. But we didn't. We got to fight through it. We got to fight through it. You know what I'm saying? We got to go. We're going to make some fucking money. And she keeps saying, man, I need to make some money. Now, mind you, Pennsylvania is the East Coast. This bitch is on Pacific Standard Time. She's from Vegas. So she's in her head, her body and mind and shit is 2 hours behind. She wants to stay up on the phone and talk all night and all this other goofy ass shit. Here's the thing. When I'm hustling, I'm well rested because I need to make clear and logical decisions. And a bitch can't make clear and logical decisions if I'm fucking tired. So I need my rest. So this raggedy bitch up on the phone all night trying to boo love with a motherfucker who ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of was throwing me the fuck off. So I decided, man, fuck it. We can't go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I can't go to sleep because I feel like somebody's standing over me. Let's go downstairs, go to the Wendy's and grab something to eat. Wendy's was open. We grab something to eat. We walk over there, grab something to eat, come back in. I'm talking about that feeling of despair was still there. That feeling, that haunting feeling was still there. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. We eat and everything. And
so you just for clarity, when y'all stop at this hotel, you really stop at that town that's in The Conjuring. That's where you at.
Yeah.
You're in that town.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I seen when I say it looked like the hill had that, that's what I was describing. That place right there. It's crazy. It looked like a town that's left in time. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. The energy there is nasty for real.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's one.
And I had me feeling of despair was still there. That feeling, that haunting feeling was still there. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. We eat and everything. And I had me some NyQuil in my bag. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get me some sleep. I take me a shot of NyQuil and I knock the fuck out. Now, here's another thing. I've never shared hotel rooms with nobody that I was hustling with. That's a no-no. You know what I'm saying? You don't share rooms. Matter of fact, you're not even supposed to stay in a hotel with a motherfucker you hustling with. They don't even supposed to know where you staying at. You're not supposed to ride in the car. None of that shit with somebody you hustling with, especially this type of hustling, because you never know. A motherfucker could blow your brains out. We're dealing with, once again, between $38,000 and $42,000 a day. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker will shoot you in your head and go throw your body out and go on about their fucking business, and nobody even know who the fuck you are because you don't have a real ID on you. You know? Listen, all rules was broken. The moment that bitch got in the car with me, the rules was broken. This bitch was in a hotel room with me because Fat Boy was like, man, just fucking put it in the room because you don't want the bitch running off the van instead of the third. Like I said, this nigga think he a pimp. She's in a hotel room with me. But here's one thing. I knew this. The bitch you in the room with me, I'm taking your room key. Your room key stays with me. You don't get a key. You don't get a key to the car. You don't get none of that shit unless I grant you that type of access. All right, cool. So I go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So next morning I'm up bright and early because, you know, we finna go out here and get some money. I get excited when it's time to get some fucking money. Get dressed and everything. And I'm still feeling this feeling like I'm talking about this. It's a aching feeling of like, it's a fear. You know what I'm saying? It felt like somebody was standing over me that wasn't there. It felt like somebody was watching me that wasn't there. So she's still feeling this feeling too. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't the only one feeling this shit. So we opened up. I tell her, I was like, look, I'm about to let some sunshine up in this bitch. You know, this feeling is too heavy for me. I open the curtain, look downstairs. It's a fucking cemetery. It's a cemetery connected to the hotel. So if you walk out the back of the hotel, wherever those doors was, you're walking into a fucking cemetery. That was an omen right there to turn the fuck around and keep going. You know, so that shit blew me. And if one thing, when I'm hustling, if one thing is off, I normally stop. But my super stupid ass, I'm gonna use that term for myself, kept going. You know? All right, so we man, let's get the fuck out of here. We pack up, we get up at that hotel, throw everything in the car, and she like, I'll drive. Okay, cool. She want to drive, let her drive. I'm sitting right here in the passenger seat. She going. So she stopped at a TD Bank. It's a TD Bank.
It's a TD bank, and she going there. She try to slide. No. I lied. She stopped at the TD bank. I wanted to see if my work was working. I go in there. I go in this bank first, and I get like $1,200. Only $1,200 because imagine my work wasn't working, so I didn't want to overdo it. I what we was doing, we was taking money off cash advances. So we go in there and ask for a cash advance out of this account, and they give you the money. People don't know that. You know what I'm saying? You don't go in the bank and just stick them up. You do a dry robbery. You go in there with that card and that ID and tell them, hey, I like to pull this up out of there. Anything over $2,500 need a manager's signature. You know what I'm saying? Anything under $2,500, you good. But I didn't want to try to max that out because I didn't know if the car was working. So I only hit for 12. So that's the only money I got off of this this whole little trip right here. We get back in the car. We go a couple of more minutes. You know what I'm saying? Go a couple of more minutes. We probably go like an hour. I don't want to say a couple more minutes. She see a bank. She wants to go in. She want to try. So she go up in there. She couldn't hit. So we leave up out of there. It was another TD bank. We leave up out of there. We see a Bank of America. She go up in there. She get like $300 off of cash advance. You know, cool. She wants to try to keep up with me. My whole thing is when you are hustling, you cannot try to keep up with nobody else. You have to do what's decent for you. You know what I'm saying? She want to keep going and shit like this is a sport. It's like you have to think smart. These people in these banks can lock doors on your ass, any fucking thing. And if they disappear and get up out of your sight, you might want to disappear and get the fuck up out that bank. Have it go.
I want to start right there because we'll first give a shout out to Saudi.
Salute, Saudi Ali. Thank you for the super chat. Say it louder for the people in the back. That's right, baby. Thank you.
So what are what can happen? I know you said that they can lock the door. You know what I'm saying? When they got suspicions and suspect. What happened if they lock you in there? I mean, what can they do? What can the bank do? Just wait for the police, or what's happening when that happens? Or
they can detain you when they lock the door. They can detain you, and they wait for the police. That's what happened, and your ass gonna go to jail. But let me say this: the way we had stuff set up, it was almost impossible for you to be caught red-handed, even if they were to lock the door on you. The reason why I'm saying that, the cards that were printed up had an 800 number on the back. And the 800 number came to us. We own that 800 number. So we know if somebody calling the back of that 800 number, calling that 800 number on the back of that card, and that phone ring, that's the bet line. If that bet line ring, we know somebody ass in trouble. So we're going to pick up and put on that professional voice. Hey, thank you for calling Bank of America. Hey, thank you for calling the American Express. How may I help you? All this. You're going to go through the prompts. That's the way it was set up. That's the way it was set up. So you're not calling them. You're calling us.
Oh, that was cold right there. Cold-blooded. You ready?
Keep driving. Smart. These people in these banks can lock doors on your ass, any fucking thing. And if they disappear and get up out of your sight, you might want to disappear and get the fuck up out that bank. Have it go. We keep driving. And she tried 2 or 3 more times, and she couldn't get no more money because those cars wasn't working. So I'm on the phone with my folks, with Fat Boy, telling them, yo, this work is horrible. You know what I'm saying? People who fuck with cars, y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. This work is horrible. You might want to throw this shit back. Now we out on the road with 200 cards. We are out on the road with 200 cards and 10 IDs a piece. So we went out there to do some damage. You know what I'm saying? So he like, man, fuck it, keep going. He was like, shit, keep going until you run through them all. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? It's his money. I have started making so much money that this dude tell me, like, man, you can't hustle with me no more. He was like, you got to put your money up. Because I was making more money than him. It is what it is. So,
do you want to say something?
I was just saying that's how much money I was making. Like when your worker becomes your equal partner. Fat Boy's like, man, get the fuck on. You not, put your money up.
with me no more. He was like, you got to put your money up because I was making more money than him. It is what it is. So have it go. We end up getting into Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? We end up Robinson Township. We make it to Robinson Township that night. And we stay in like a Garden Inn or some shit we stay in, but it was decent, a decent ass hotel. I mean, we seen people who looked alive, not like a scary movie or some shit. So we felt good. You know what I'm saying? So I done been riding with this bitch for a day and I done slept in the room with her. So the ice is breaking. We talking, chopping it up. Mind you, my book is in the back seat of the motherfucking truck. In the motherfucking in a van. I mean SUV. So we go to Joe's Crab. No, before we go to Joe's Crab Shack, because it was Joe's there. Before we go to Joe's Crab Shack, we went to the mall that they got out there in Robinson Township, and we buy, some Giuseppe, some little Gucci sneakers, some Burberry shoes. I'm talking about we rock out. The cards is working perfectly fine for shopping. You know what I'm saying? Cards is working perfectly fine for shopping. All right, boom, we go to Joe's Crab Shack. Everything, we have a good night, a good evening. Then we have a good night meal. I'm gonna say it like that, a good night meal. All right, cool.
Pause
this.
This
Is the place. We finna fuck it up.
Pause this, because it's a story in there that I did not tell. When we're at Joe's Crab Shack, right? I get a call from my cousin. I call my cousin Twin. I call him Twin. He's really handsome. I call him Twin. I've been calling him Twin before it was popular to say Twin. Since I was a little kid, I've been calling him Twin. Have it go. He FaceTime
because he looked like you.
We look alike.
Okay.
We look alike. That's why I call him Twin. I should have just said that. Anyway, he's older than me. His name's Chris. And he FaceTimed me and asked me what I was doing. I tell him, I'm out here moving and shaking, whoop the bam. And he like, this bitch like, who is that? He sound cute. So he like, who is that? So I'm looking, it's like, okay, that's not something I want to do. I don't want to mix those two. But both of these two fuckers, they are so on it. They want to talk together. So I did not say this, guys. Now they get on FaceTime. They talking. And my cousin is the one who told her a lot of shit about me.
Damn.
Because he had no clue about the whole thing. I never wanted to throw him under the bus, and I'm not throwing him under the bus. I'm just saying, she talking to my cousin, having I had completely Kool-Aid. I had completely forgot about that. But she called my cousin, and she's getting information from my cousin about me. She did not know my social medias and none of that stuff, right? My cousin is the one gave her my social medias.
Damn. I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's one of those little things. It's one of those little things that's it, because it's so much. Listen, I done told these, I tell these stories, but it's just imagine how much shit I never told.
Yeah, that's why I don't like people talking about me like with my cousins and shit like that. Because your cousins will be done told them some shit that they ain't supposed to tell them and have you in a fucked up situation like you.
Yep.
You ready?
Mm-hmm. We finna fuck it up, man. All right, cool. This is the place. We finna fuck it up. We finna fuck it up. Man, that next motherfucking morning, we get up, we decide we want to go to breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Only thing we were supposed to do is go to breakfast. Now we stop at the gas station. Ain't no more of my cards working. Ain't none of these. I swipe 4 cards. This shit ain't working, and it's blowing me. I really don't give a fuck. I can go somewhere else and do this. I'm getting tired of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I tell her, I say, shit ain't working right. I don't feel right. I say, I'm not about to be out here. These cars not working. I saying I got shit to do. I say, so this is what we gonna do. We gonna go, we gonna eat, and we gonna get the fuck up out of here. I say, I'm gonna put you on a plane. You go back, and I'm finna take the truck, and I'm finna go on about my business. I get up with you another day. That was the motherfucking plan. This bitch say, okay. So when we leave out the hotel room, you got to go down like this. When you leave out the parking lot of the hotel, you can jump on the expressway, and it's like an underpass, and you can come up on the other side where all these malls and shit, like these little shopping malls and shit is. All right, we go over there, we get some breakfast, we come up out of there, and when we on our way back, she see another TD Bank. She see a TD Bank. So she like, oh, I want to try and see if my work. That's not the fucking plan, bitch. So I'm like, gee, like, this not what we supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So she like, man, I just want to see. So she pull up because she's driving. She pull up and she goes into this TD Bank. So she go in there, she's in there maybe 3 or 4 minutes, and she come out, she say their cash advance machine is down. Now, one of the rules is if you in a car with somebody, if they go in a bank, you always get on the phone with them so you can hear what's going on inside that bank. If you messing with banks, you know the sound of machines, you know if work is working, you know all this shit. But the main thing is to hear if they get caught so you know get the fuck up out of there. I done got irritated when this bitch done went inside the bank. So I get on the phone with my folks. You know what I'm saying? I get on the phone with my folks and I'm complaining. I say, yo, this bitch stupid. I was like, I tell this bitch I'm ready to go. I said, she want to keep going into these banks. I was like, I'm ready to get on the road. I said, I got a bad feeling. He said, man, leave that bitch there. I said, I just don't want to leave her there. You know what I'm saying? I was like, but I got to take control of this ship because I got to get the fuck up out of here. I'm not feeling right. Everything's off. You know what I'm saying? Everything's off. So she come out. She get in the car. I'm feeling from my folks, and he's still like, man, yo, leave that bitch. Leave her. Leave that bitch. Leave her. No, she drives. She like, I just want to try one more bank. I'm like, gee, this the last fucking bank, and then we getting up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Now I got an attitude. So we pull up into this fucking bank. She pull in. Now you don't pull up into the bank parking lot. You pull up into a parking lot far away so you can see the bank, but the bank can't see your fucking car. You know what I'm saying? She pull up into the bank. She go inside the bank. Now I can see the door of the bank. She pull up into a Home Depot parking lot. I can see the bank. She go inside the bank. She's in there maybe 5 minutes. She come out, right? She come back to the car. All the time this bitch done left her wallet. So she grabbed her wallet, and I'm telling my folks like this bitch an idiot. She grabbed her wallet. She she walked back to the bank, but before she's inside her wallet, this bitch pulls out paper and shit, throws it in the garbage can, walk inside the bank. Dang. This bitch is inside the bank. I'm on the phone complaining so much to my friend. I'm talking about instead of me just leaving a bitch, I'm on the phone complaining to my friend, telling him like, yo, just how stupid she is and why I shouldn't be in this situation and how I went against myself. I'm on the phone complaining so much to him. 10 minutes to fucking pass, and this bitch ain't out the bank. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, she been in there a long ass time. I'm like, let me call you back. I hang up off that call. I pick up my other phone. I call her. No answer. That's a no-no. When your motherfucking phone ring in the bank, you pick up the phone. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I call her again, no answer. I call her again, no answer. So I call my folks back. I'm like, this bitch not answering the phone. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, man, get the fuck up out of there. So I was like, let me call you right back. So I hang up from him and I call Fat Boy. I say, Fat Boy, look, this bitch not answering her phone. So he get pissed. He like, why the fuck you went on the phone with the bitch? I'm like, yo, because she blowing me. You know, we're going back and forth. As we're going back and forth, the motherfucking police speed up. A single squad car, speed up, boom. You know what I'm saying? Block off the entrance. So I jump over into the driver's side seat. And I put the car in gear and back that bitch up. You know what I'm saying? Back it up. And when I back it up, I pull it even so I can just shoot straight up out of the fucking parking lot. You know what I'm saying? So then I tell Fat Boy, I said, man, the police got this bitch. I said, the police got her. I don't even know this yet, but I know the police got this bitch. I said, the police got her. He's like, man, get the fuck up out of there. Get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? So, man, the bank we at is right across the street. It's like it's down the street, but it's across the street. I just got to cross this overpass to get back to the hotel. I speed back to the hotel, Pull up in front of the hotel. Imagine I got this bitch key in my pocket. I go up inside the hotel, grab every fucking thing. Her suitcase, which is how I got her address. Her suitcase. I grab all my bags. I grab every fucking thing. Run back down the fucking stairs. Get on the elevator. Not run down the stairs. I'm not running down the fucking stairs. Run to the elevator and get back in the car, throw that shit in the car, get back in the car, and hop on the road. Now, as I ain't hop on the road first. As I'm pulling out the fucking parking lot of the hotel, the police is speeding in. The police is speeding in. All the fucking time when she went into that first bank, that first TD bank, they called the second TD bank and notified them that they got a girl with a fake ID and a credit card trying to get cash advances. So when she went up into that other bank, the people was waiting on her ass and they was fucking ready. And what she threw inside that garbage can was receipts from fucking Las Vegas. And the reason why this bitch got caught is because she did not know the fucking birthday on the ID, which was her fucking birthday. See, this is what happened. When you hustle and you don't pay attention, shit like this happens. And this story is going to be to continue. It's going to be to be continued. That's how I want to say it. And y'all be smooth.
Wow. God damn. Woo. You look mad as a motherfucker right now.
Because it still burns me up.
You broke a lot of rules though, baby. You broke a lot.
I broke every rule. And I broke every rule.
Yeah. You broke a lot of fucking rules. You know. You did. So
I did.
So what we about to do, you about to wrap up YouTube. We finna go over to Twitch. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of dope shit going on over there at Twitch. So if you better switch over with Twitch because we finna get it cracking over there, and we doing something completely different over there. We having so much fun over there. Yesterday was so dope. It was so dope yesterday. It was so dope yesterday. So, you know, get over there to Twitch. Let me go ahead. Let me get this link to Twitch up as well. Go ahead.
Listen, you guys, I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in with me today. We're about to keep the party going over there on Twitch. And yeah, shit, it is what it is. Y'all, I appreciate y'all so much. Listen, this is a dope journey. I am enjoying these reaction videos. I'm enjoying it. Right now, I get a chance to watch me. I don't watch me. I don't think y'all know that. I do not watch me. But right now, I get the opportunity to watch me. And I'm enjoying you guys a lot more because I'm not pre-recording anything and putting it out. So we are enjoying this together. Once again, we're about to keep this party going over on Twitch with something completely different. We're interacting over there. So y'all, head on over to Twitch. Y'all be smooth.
Thank you to everybody that showed love today on YouTube. Much love. Peace.